The truth splits the sea. God splits the sea. Love splits the sea. And as most all of us know, or most of us know, that if you go to the ocean and look at the sea with no type of schooling, just common sense, everything within that ocean, no matter how deep, is joined together as one in the sea, right? Because of the water. As well as on land, everything that's on land is joined through the spirit, which we can't see, but we breathe in. We breathe it in the prana. Prana is spirit. So when the truth, the Most High, God, the Beloved, when it splits the sea, it takes you from the bottom of the triangle, from seeing two different ways, up to the top of the triangle or the pyramid, where you only see one way now. And a lot of times, getting to that point of seeing one way is a path. God takes you down a path that causes you to embark on a lot of heartache and pain and suffering and confusion sometimes. And the confusion don't come from God. It's because you don't know why this person do this or why they do that, or you know, you want to make this work, but then you can't make something work when a person is not built to go where you want to go. You know, and it can be a hard and a hurtful feeling, family. I know. You know, I've lost a lot of loved ones, people that I love dearly. And I tried my best to share as much as I could with them. But if you don't heal and grow, or if you heal and grow and the other one choose to not to, by law, you will be separated, because you only get what you are. And God is a faithful God. It don't change. The law stands. You know, we supposed to do like my plants. We supposed to constantly grow. You know. But I sat at the sea last night, and I looked at it, and that came to me. The only thing that separates you and other people is you choose to operate from a different side of the pole of spirit than another. You choose the growing aspect instead of the standing or staying stagnant. You choose to walk away from people, places, and things that you know is not helping you on your evolution, your soul journey. See, I think a lot of people think that this stuff is fake or something, but it's the truth. If you really want to see God, hear God, be in the presence of God, you got to focus on God, meaning your spirit, your growth, your inner world. Because yes, there are two worlds amongst us, but one is the external world, which a lot of people are caught up in, and one is the internal world, where you only get the eyes to see that by pouring in enough water on that inner world, that those eyes grow as well as your external eyes had grew. Let me take a sip on that. So, if you want to truly see, you got to just be. I've been listening to Tasha Cobbs this morning, and I heard her say, "For your glory, I will do anything just to see you." Listen, that's a powerful statement, because are you willing to do whatever it takes to see the Most High? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to make it back home to your heart, to really give you what you know you truly deserve? I've been talking to a business owner yesterday, and she was telling me how she's going through so much. You know, her heart's so big. She always help people, and people stab her in her back. And I've been telling her, you know, the enemy can never attack you unless you let him in. Take a sip on that. And I've been letting her know how you let him in is by being vulnerable, telling them everything. Yeah, this person just did that, and my work has got this going on, and this right here going. And then the minute you sit here and you tell that person that you was giving all that information to, that you no longer really want to share that information, you no longer want to share as much time as you was given, you don't want to share as much free whatever, meaning drinks, whatever. That's when they master drop, and you'll realize, man, you gave the enemy the weapon to take you out. You let them know all your vulnerable spots. You let them know what you're going through. So now they know how to attack you. Judas is in every camp, family. Anybody that, like I told her, anybody that's constantly trying to prove to you that they loyal is an enemy in disguise. Because if I'm around you, I ain't trying to prove nothing. I'm just going to be loved, because that's who I am. And what makes me happy is seeing that you are loving and happy. That's the best relationship you can be in, whether it's with you got a wife, husband, or it's a associate, business partner. It's nothing better than being able to see another person truly happy with or without the external things. Y'all hear me out when I say this. How many people do you have around you, even if it's your husband or your wife? When you look at them, are they truly happy if the external things wasn't there? If they had nothing to validate their happiness, but their heart, but the truth, but God. So I really, at my core base, feel the best love is being able to be loved and not expecting love from another, but then they exude or protrude love. And then it's like you get hypnotized or fall into a trance where you like, wow, I can't believe I'm seeing myself. I can't believe I finally found my tribe. Because we done got so comfortable and used to people complaining, people not being happy with their circumstances, yet not willing to change. Didn't Tasha just said, for your glory, I would do anything? That means I'll walk away from family, so-called friends. I like to call them free ends, right? Opportunists. You got to walk away from sometimes, financial situations that you're not being reciprocated what your true worth is. Your worth is not negotiable, family. And a lot of people want to negotiate on their worth. They want to negotiate, well, I'm going to still stay around these people because of this. Or I'm going to still go over here because of that. I'm going to still eat this when I know it ain't right because I don't feel like spending the money on this. Ain't no negotiation when it comes down to truth. There's no negotiation when it comes down to love. There's no negotiation when it comes down to being in the presence of God. Talk to Him. I get out here every rising, whether it's on my deck right here or on the side, and I allow God to use me, looking for nothing in return, because the peace and the clarity and the strong mind and the big heart that I have is enough. Why am I sitting here, or why do people sit on their knees praying for more? He has given you everything you need. You're in the way. I remember when I was talking to this young lady at her business the other day, the other young lady was saying, God take too long. And she was all, enraged. and upset about certain situations. And I'm like, man, listen, attached to nothing. Attachment is the root of all suffering. See, you displaying on the outside anger towards the situations when really all the anger and the enemy is within me. It's in you. So when you start hooping and hollering, you just displaying what's going on inside of you. Now for the blind man or the blind woman, they may not see and understand. But for the one-eyed king or the one-eyed queen, the one that God has blessed to sit on the throne, because it knows I am nothing without the Most High. That one can see you and say, anything you say is a projection. Anything you do is telling me where you're at within your heart. Where the heart at, the mouth must speak. You have no choice. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much power you feel you have, the power of God won't be shaken. Won't be manipulated. You may fool them, but you'll never fool me. So family, if you're being called right now to split the sea, leave out of that the depths of the ocean where everything is just together, and God is telling you to choose a side right now, light or dark, truth or ignorance, to live or to be evil, to move forward or to go backwards. The choice is yours, family. I'll be a fool for God. I'll let them say, man, what the heck he doing? What are he talking about? Why he could never keep a person. Let me tell you something about being on the path of righteousness. When God chooses you, your life is not the one with the red door and the dog and the white picket fence. That's not your life. You then be used in the army of God, where you may be put in situations that you might not want to talk to a certain individual, but you talk because the universe or God says, hey, share something with them. They need you. Right now, there's a lot of individuals that are in confusion because they don't know whether to go left or right. In other words, they're at the crossroad. But God's chosen few are standing right there waiting. Like, all right, look, you take the next step. I got you. You won't fall. As God is in the heavens as above, the angels are below as below. You see what I'm saying? It's never no separation, family. When I started to be risen higher and higher into oneness, and I started looking at my life, it's almost like if I'm standing right here and I do this. You can say, what's wrong with him when he look like that? But then when I give a face like that, you'll be like, man, he mad. See, you can talk. It's a language with body language. So when you stand back and know that you're in a script that's playing out live and in living color, something that a TV can never show, you start to sit back and watch people, and you start to see something be illustrated or a message be displayed through the motion, through the energy in motion, because that is spirit. That is the feminine energy. That's why the feminine energy has so many shapes. She is shaped so beautiful, right? It's nothing like a woman. I love my women, man. But nature is the same way. She has so many shapes. That's why I love being in her and around her, right? I'm gonna take a sip on that one. So I say that to say this, family. Sit back and, although you are actor in your movie, be a part of the audience as well and see what the divine is showing you through the people, places, and things. Start to hear with your eyes and see with your ears. Because the higher you get risen out of the depth of the sea, things start to switch back to where it's no longer you seeing with your eyes, you see it the other way. It's no longer you hearing with your ears, it's the other way around. Take your time out with yourself today and try this out. But y'all know me, I never go with the flow. I'm here to create the flow. and help others do the same. I'm not going to hold y'all, family, until the next message. One love.